Hi Film Clubbers, it's Daisy reporting here from the 56th BFI London Film Festival. We're here at the Great Expectations premiere, which is the new adaptation from the Charles Dickens novel, and it stars Helena Bonham Carter as Miss Havisham and Jeremy Irvine as Pip. I'm really excited to be here, even if it is a little bit rainy, but yeah, it's good fun to be here, and hopefully we can get some questions answered by our famous stars.
He has come into a handsome fortune, and he has great expectations.
To meet you. You look so young. I'm 17. I'm on like a training development scheme. I was just wondering if you could tell us a bit about your role in the film, basically.
We're the producers of the film, so in this instance we had the idea to do this classical adaptation of Great Expectations for the big screen. And it's, you know, it's big, it's a big story. Visually it's very, very lush and quite complex, and I think the challenges were just recreating Dickens' world, which doesn't really exist in London anymore. There's a sort of horizontal world of the marshes that we wanted to contrast with the vertical world of Dickens' London, where people were living on top of one another like rats, and it was a dark, dark place, Victorian London.
I think technology has moved on so that we can actually go back to a book like Great Expectations and make it in a way that Dickens would have enjoyed, and also much more, I think, much more accessible for an audience now. Because it is such a great story, you want to make a story that's accessible to everyone. And the great cast of Jeremy Irvine and Holly Granger, and I think that's more truer to the book. I think other versions have cast older actors in those younger parts. We thought we could make a film for young people.
Be happy, Pip. This will pass in time. I'll be out of your thoughts in a week.
Out of my thoughts. You're in every thought.
What it was like to sort of adapt such a famous novel. Did you have a lot of pressure, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's my favourite novel, so I didn't want to muck it up. I wanted to stay faithful, but you know, you can never be entirely faithful. You've always got to cut things, you've always got to lose things, but I've tried to be true to the book, but also present a slightly different Dickens, a Dickens that is less over the top, less caricatured, less gothic and grotesque, still thrilling, still exciting, still dark. But sometimes with dialogue you have to make it sound less period. You know, I didn't want it to be all kind of stovepipe hats and florid dresses and big funny accents. I wanted it to feel real. It's a brilliant book about youth. Pip and Estella are 19, and I wanted to convey that on the screen, make it a little bit more passionate and emotional than you sometimes expect from a period film.
It's written so clearly, characters are so recognisable, and they're drawn in a way that's really makes you kind of hungry to just say the words and be that person.
What did you think about casting? How did you go around choosing Helena Bonham Carter for Miss Havisham and others?
She seemed absolutely the sort of person that one should have for it. It's as if she's got two skins less than everybody else. She's so sensitive.
Your character mirrors Helena Bonham Carter's character, Miss Havisham, quite a bit. How did you feel the relationship worked between you two, and how did you research around the role beforehand?
I mean, I read the novel a few times beforehand, and I just sort of reread it and started highlighting it, and you know, really felt like to get to know Estella. And then we rehearsed together quite a bit for a week beforehand.
It was much more personal in many ways. It was very nice to be all hung around the set. You know, you didn't end up in your trailer for 4 hours at a time, and the set was a big hole in the ground in the old Gillette factory, so nobody left the set. We just hung around the set all day, which was very nice. We had a nice strong company feel, and no money, I think is the expression, isn't it?
So you got on really well with the rest of the cast?
Yes, we did. Oh,
thank you.
Gem guy's far too handsome.
So what sort of advice would you give for someone my age to get into sort of role you're doing now?
Find a great team, find a writer and a director your age, which you want to work with, and grow together, and just never give up.
Well, that's the end of the Great Expectations premiere. We hope that you enjoyed it as much as we have. This is Daisy signing out from Film Club.